What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So England going to this game tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. Everybody will remember this stadium as the one that England took on Germany in back in Italia 90. And of course, it didn't end out too well for we're there. But hopefully this time around it will be different, as we have to take on Ukraine, who squeezed past, of course, Sweden in their round of 16 game after scoring in extra time to see off the Swedes in that game. Of course, Ukraine have played England in the past 7 times, to be exact, is the amount of times that they've played against us. And of course, they've only beaten us once in them 7 occasions. A 1-0 win in a World Cup qualifying success in 2009. Of the other 6 games, England have won 4 of them, including a 1-0 victory in the group stage of Euro 2012, where Rooney scored the decisive winning goal in that game. Their most recent meetings came in, of course, a qualifying game for the 2014 World Cup, with Frank Lampard scoring in the 87th minute penalty to rescue a 1-1 draw at Wembley back in September of 2012, while their return fixture a year later ended goalless. And of course, Shevchenko's current side sits second in their World Cup qualifying group with 3 points from 3 games after draws against France, Finland and of course Kazakhstan this year. Looking at the Ukrainian team, they've got some really good players. They've got Yarmolenko of West Ham, somebody that we're going to have to keep an eye on. He knows how to have a good long shot at goal. That's definitely a player that we're going to need to keep our eye on in this game. Zinchenko as well of Manchester City. They've also got a few other players in there as well that we're going to have to keep our eye on playing them. We can't look at this game as we've already won it going into it. We've got to go in and give Ukraine respect, because if we don't go into it giving them respect, then, you know, we're just going to be hampering our own performance, because we're going to think that we can just go in there, get the win immediately and just roll over Ukraine, which you would expect England to do that, but we do have to give Ukraine respect. They have beaten away Sweden. They've lost in their group stage. They did to the Netherlands, which was a 3-2 defeat, but it's still a 3-2 defeat that they got against the Netherlands. They still came back in that game, and they showed some spirit in that game against the Netherlands as well. They got a 2-1 success against North Macedonia. They lost 1-0 to Austria in that group as well. And, you know, them teams are out now, and they're now through into the quarterfinals against England at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. We've got to take this game, you know, with a pinch of salt. We've got to look at it from a positive aspect, but we don't need to be going into the game thinking we've already won it, because that's the wrong mentality to have going into this game. We've got to look at this game and think we need to show a good performance in it. And, you know, we're coming off the back of a really good win, a absolutely tremendous 2-0 win against the Germans. That's got to build immense confidence between all the lads in the England camp, and this is probably the best chance we've got of making it to a final of a major international competition. It doesn't get any better than this. Once we get past Ukraine, you know, you've got Czech Republic or Denmark in the semi-final, so it doesn't get any better than this. We've got a really good chance here. We've got to take the chance whilst we've got it, because who knows if we'll ever get a chance like this again, you know, in our lifetime. And it would be amazing if England could come out on top and win the Euro 2020. Of course, there's still some really big teams in the competition. like I just mentioned, you know, there's Czech Republic and Denmark on our side of the table, but tonight there's quarter-final games being played as well with Switzerland and Spain. Switzerland, of course, knocking France out of the competition. Spain finding their way into the quarter-finals as well. Belgium and Denmark are still in the competition as well. So if we did make it to the final, it would be one of them 4 teams that we would be facing in the final. Let us know down in the comments below who you would want to face in the final out of them 4 teams. Personally, I would really like to see England take on Switzerland in the final. I know it's a soft opponent, but at the end of the day, England don't make many finals, you know, and you want it its best. You know, you want it its easiest to get. And for me, Switzerland would be at least acceptable to be able to get the Euros against them to win the competition. I'm not saying that we couldn't beat Spain if they were in the final, you know, because Spain haven't looked that good in this tournament. Belgium would be a tough one, I would think. Italy as well would be another tough one, I think. But only one of them can make it through into the semis because one of them's got to go out tonight, obviously, with them playing each other. So whoever it is out of the Switzerland game versus Spain tonight will take on Belgium or Italy. It would be nice to see if Switzerland could get past Spain because, you know, then there's a chance that Switzerland could make it to the final. Or depending on if they can beat Spain tonight and they can beat the winner of the Belgium-Italy game. But looking at our side of the table, you know, if we can make it past Ukraine, then it's going to be either Czech Republic or Denmark. Out of them 2 teams of Czech Republic and Denmark, I would really like to see England take on Czech Republic. We've already played them in our group. We've already gotten a result against them in our group. So we know how to play. We know how to go into the game. And that would be the preferred choice for me for us to take on in the semi-final. Of course, once we get past Ukraine, and if we can get past Ukraine as well. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe to 100% Mags, and I'll see you all next time. Come on, England.